Hey guys, thanks so much. I guess this is probably the earliest I've ever done a live stream. It is, what time is it? 6:50 a.m. on Monday morning. But I wanted to come to you because I've had some thoughts um, about voiceover business development that I think I really want to try and express as good or as well as I think I possibly can on how hard it is to actually build a voiceover business. Now, most people don't want to hear that. Most people just want to say, okay, let me press this button and everything will just work. Let me just buy this course and everything will work. Let me hire this coach and everything will work. I'm thinking that, or I'm hoping that most of the community that has been around for a while in particular understand that this is hard work. This is hard work. Now, I do have some thoughts about the kind of work that you should do, actual business development work that you should do. And I want to get into some of that during this live stream that I'm doing this morning as well. So let's kind of start at the beginning. And I want to say this and say this as succinctly as I can. No coach, no course, no training program is ever going to make you successful. It is not going to be the reason that you're successful. The reason that you're going to be successful is because you're willing to execute on the things that you learn. I mean, literally doing them. You're sitting here now, you're watching this live stream, or you're watching the, recorded version after YouTube puts it up or whatever, and you're going to consume this content. And you might feel good, and I might inspire you, give you feelings of inspiration and things of that nature. But none of that is going to build your business. The thing that scares me the most, and I've been saying this a lot now, are the people that consume a lot of content, buy a lot of courses, or hire coaches to learn and to do certain things when it comes to building a voiceover business, but they do not execute on what they are being taught. This is an industry that is so saturated and is such commodity based, because you are a commodity. There's millions of voiceover artists. You're not the best, you're not the worst, but this is a commodity that people buy. Good morning, Green Shadow. Glad to have you here. If you're here, let me know. Give me a shout out so I can shout you out back. This is a commodity business. There's a lot of us out here that are trying pretty much to do the same things and not thinking outside of the box as far as how to get work, but also the work ethic is not there. And, Gary Vee has this saying, it's like your ambitions, what you do, the work that you do. Good morning, Dog B, Iato, how you doing? The ambitions that you have, the words that you say out of your mouth, the work that you do have to map to those ambitions. And if you're watching content on how to build a voiceover business or any kind of business, but you're not executing on the things that you are learning, and I mean executing for a long time, it is going to take you on probably the about 2 years to really build something significant in this, 1 to 2 years. And this is you literally working your tail off every day. And I'm not talking about doing voiceover. I'm talking about the business development side of it and how the business actually needs to be built. There's one thing that has been floating around in my head for the past couple of weeks now about the level of work that we're going after and the type of coaching and the type of instruction that you're being given. And here's what I mean by that. So everybody wants to do the big stuff, the movie trailers and, the regional and national spots and big ad campaigns and all of that. Let me tell you my own story and what I've been able to do. Now, can I do book trailers? Probably not, because I don't have the connections to do book trailers. I'm not in LA. I'm not in New York, the big cities where those types of people normally get hired, or I don't have the connections to those people that hire. But here's what I do have. One of the ways that I've been building my business this year in particular is looking at who I actually can sell to, who it is that I can actually sell my services to. And one of the biggest places has been in the arena of making book trailers, not movie trailers, but book trailers. And you can kind of see what I mean. If you go to my, not that you have to go to the website or whatever, but you can see what I'm talking about in the business that I've been able to develop working with authors and publishers of books, creating book trailers for their books that are really good. You can go to probookpromo.com. That's the web address where I sell my book trailers. And I have that linked to a Fiverr account that they can then purchase my deal or my gig. So let's just say you want to do movie trailers, right? They're all the way up here, but you're not getting any work in movie trailers. Well, what can you get work in? What is the market that you can target to offer your services to? And what goes into this as well is, yes, I'm a voiceover artist, but I have to create a business around what it is that I'm actually doing. I have to create the business of it. And so instead of just saying I'm a voiceover artist or I'm a jack of all trades and I can do it all, and I can do a lot of it, right? But what's the best use of my time and the skill set that I have? More importantly, what's the audience I've been able to reach? What's the audience I've been able to tap into? So while you're sitting around thinking about, well, I want to do national ad spots, and there's this type of voiceover artist in your head that you want to be, the part that's missing for most people in this thing about building their voiceover business is an actual audience and an actual market. Most of you, if not any of you, are building an audience around what it is that you do. So for the past 2 years, I've cultivated and created relationships with publishers, with publicists, with authors, with publishing houses. I've developed those relationships. And through developing those relationships and building that community and participating in that community, it's come that I am now able to offer services to that community. You may have heard me say this before. You may not have heard me say this before. If you do not have a following on social media, you really don't have a business that will be sustainable, a business that is truly yours. Now, I've combined two things because you heard me talk about the popularity of the platforms like Fiverr, which is huge. And I'm literally saying everyone should be creating gigs on Fiverr and multiple gigs on Fiverr using some strategies that will work. But what I've done is I've combined my community with Fiverr. So I have a landing page that is probookpromo.com. And you can see all of my examples there of what it is that I've done and what I'm able to do in video production as well as my voiceover. I just happen to have the video production skills. So I was able to combine that with what it is that I'm able to do to build my business. You can do this as well. So when you go to that page, probookpromo.com, you'll be able to see, the buy button or whatever, click it, and it takes you over to that gig in particular that's on Fiverr. So let me tell you how it is that I've been able to build that presence on Fiverr, which literally I just started 3 weeks ago, and I'm on my 11th order on Fiverr. So what did I do to build that? And by the way, the last 3 orders over the weekend that I've gotten on Fiverr, I've done most of them except for one. There's one gig still I have to do today or tomorrow. What I did was I took my community that I'd built, told them what it was that I was doing, and I built that presence on Fiverr to boost me up. And actually, if you go to Fiverr right now and you type in book trailer, just the 2 words, book trailer as a search, I'm in the first row if I'm not the first one. At least I was yesterday and over the weekend. And so what that did was it built my profile on Fiverr. And then I started getting orders directly from Fiverr. So I was bringing work to Fiverr because I wanted to build that profile and I wanted to start getting more work, right, on Fiverr. So I took my audience there, and that's where they had to purchase. Now I'm getting orders directly on Fiverr, and I'm like 3-4 weeks in. And I've got my first 3 orders on Fiverr over the weekend that legitimately came from Fiverr. It's the business development process in all of this as far as how I'm building my presence and building my business, not as a voice actor and I'm just doing everything, but I chose a niche. I chose what I call a micro niche that many of you have heard me talk about. And that's been able to build that. Now, my average order on Fiverr, because of how much I charge, is like $70 per order. That's my average order on Fiverr is $70. Now, what I charge is $60 for one. I've got 3 different levels, $60, $100, and $200. And I'm selling all those. So basically, it's a 30-second, 60-second, or 90-second ad that I produce. So what it is that I'm saying that you have to do is develop this. You have to first develop your community. So how do you develop your community? So let's see this. So if I go back and I think about these certain things that I was doing, getting involved with different communities and things of that nature, or people rather, people that were following me. And I use my personal page most of the time at this point to gain those followers, because you'll see on my personal page on Facebook, there's just a lot there, and it's all business based. I don't use it for family. I use my personal page. I'll tell you the hint on that one. You can have the big thing right now, or has been for years, is you want to develop a Facebook group and you want to develop a Facebook page and you want to build those pages. Well, let me tell you why that's wrong. Because with a group and a page, Facebook does not show your content unless really, I mean, only a microscopic piece of your followers are going to see that content, because Facebook wants you to pay for ads, but they don't do that on your personal page. Now, the going knowledge or wisdom has been for years, you want to develop these pages, because in the past, they used to work like gangbusters. If you had a group in particular, everybody in that group would see you. As a matter of fact, there was a way, I remember back a couple of years ago, if you had a Facebook group, you could just send a message to everybody in your group, like instantly, right? They don't do that anymore. So now what I use is my personal page, because it has the most views and people engage more on my personal page than anywhere else. And so with the authors that I talk to, I follow them, I communicate with them, I like their posts, I comment on their posts. They know who I am, because this is business development on social media. Business development on social media is talking to that person. It's communicating, it's liking, it's commenting, it's sharing. And you'll see even on my personal page on Facebook, I'm sharing things from other people, from other business owners, from other authors, from other people that I know that are trying to sell their stuff, right? And so that's how I'm using Facebook to grow what it is that I'm growing, and to grow my audience, and to grow my awareness to the audience that I'm trying to service. Because I fully understand that if I simply sit back and rely on the platforms to send me work, it's going to take a lot longer time to build that up, as opposed to if I'm going directly after the people that I know that I can service and want to service, and have a very particular product that I'm selling to them, which is book trailers. Through this whole story that I've told you, I'm hoping that what you're getting out of this is about building awareness and building an audience to build your business. Because in the age that we live in, that is what's going to be king. I'm going to be talking about this a lot. And I know the people that are all a part of the VOBizPro.com website, where I'm going to be doing next week a live stream just for the people that are in this group of mine at VOBizPro.com, and you can check that out. I'm going to be talking about the things that need to be done on social media in depth, and I'm going to be answering those questions in depth. If that's something that you want. Now, at VOBizPro.com, basically, you're going to get access to every darn thing that I've ever created, everything. Plus, you're going to be able to communicate with me twice a month. I'm going to do live streams just for that group twice a month, and I'm going to answer each of your individual questions on those group calls. It's a group coaching call. If you're not a part of this, and let me just say this, I don't care if you buy the course or not. I don't care if you get involved in the group or not, because again, you buying that course is not going to do you a darn bit of good if you're not willing to execute on the things, which we're talking about over 60 hours at this point of content that's there. And if all you're going to do is sit and watch content, but you're not going to do any of the work, please don't get involved in it. You can get free information online all day long that will tell you how to do some things. Oh, Yato, I just told you what my niche is: creating book trailers. That's my niche. Last year, my niche was doing, not explainer videos, was doing e-learning. I made a lot of money in e-learning, but also what I figured out is when you do e-learning things, there's like few and far in between from one client. Like, I had, or I should say I have HP as a client, Hewlett Packard. And from time to time, they'll send me something and they pay good money. But I had to realize, I want to try and say this as well as I can. Not that you're aiming too high, but it's not that you're aiming too high when you're trying to go after big clients. Like I just said, HP. But there are clients that are in your Facebook feed that run businesses that you're not even talking to. You're not even communicating with. You have people right in your Facebook feed that are business owners that could use your services, but you don't even talk to them. You don't communicate with them. This is about business development because here's what happens is you'll spend all day trying to tweak your mic and trying to tweak your audio interface and all this other crap that has nothing to do with you actually building your business. What is the business you want to build? And that's one of the things I want to help people with through vobizpromo.com. I'll put the web address in the comments here, www.vobizpro.com. All right, so I just put that link in the comments, so all of you are able to see that, and you can go there and check that out. So again, I don't want people signing up because they think that's going to make a change for them. I want people signing up because they're ready to make a change, and they're ready to invest in themselves. They're ready to actually do the work. And through vobizpromo.com, what I'm able to do is get in the dirt with you. This is way more than just 60 hours of content. This is you being able to get your questions answered directly by me to help you build the business that you want to build. Many of you saw, it's like I'm trying here, guys. I'm trying. Many of you saw this little thing that I was doing over the weekend. It's the Grind and Don't Quit thumb drive. And so I've got, a packet of these. And so a lot of people have already purchased it, but you can go to grindanddon'tquit.com. I'll go and I'll put that in there. www.grindanddon'tquit.com. All right. So this little thing has my latest course on it. People have paid a lot of money to get that information. I'm selling these right now. You can get this for $97. It's got my best content from this year alone on it. And if you're willing and you're ready to do the work, everything you need is on this thumb drive. So not only am I going to mail you the thumb drive, no, there is no shipping and handling. I'm just going to send it to you. You can also get an immediate download. So I made that available too. So you're going to get both as long as the thumb drive supplies last, which I don't have that many more because so many people did order it over the weekend. But you're going to get the thumb drive. I'm going to mail that to you. And you'll also immediate get the download link to get all the information that's on the thumb drive. So I just thought this would be kind of a novelty thing because you guys know how I feel about the whole grind and don't quit. So if you want that, you'll have something with the logo on it that I've created. Don't buy any of these things if you're not going to do the work, because just because you purchase, it's a psychology thing. I think people think that because they pay money for something, it's automatically going to do something for them when that is just not true. The only thing that's going to work is you executing on the information that you're getting. Just like I've given you information through this time that I've been on this live stream about one of the major ways that I've been able to build my business this year in particular. And you're going to get off of here and do nothing. You're not going to think about it. You're excited now. Oh yeah, I could do that. But you won't take the 80 to 120 hours or whatever it's going to take for you to sit down and literally think about the things that you can do and then execute on those things. Now, you can go online and see how to develop things on social media, how to build your business on social media, all this and that. Or you can get the thumb drive, or you can get in the course for vobizpro.com. The choice is yours. It doesn't matter to me which you do. You can do the research on your own, or you can work with me so I can literally answer your specific questions that you need answers to. By the way, for everyone that's on, do you mind giving me a thumbs up on this video? Only one person has given me a thumbs up. So I would appreciate it if you gave me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you don't like the content, whichever works for me. But I do want to thank you guys and gals for being here with me today and just letting me talk to you about starting to really think outside the box. I know it's the end of the year and many people are slowing down, but you've probably seen that I'm not. I'm not slowing down. I'm building momentum going into 2020. I'm not trying to slow down on this. I'm trying to ramp this up and trying to give you the best relevant information that I can to help you. And here's the thing, and I say this in particular to people that are in my courses or that hire me as a coach. If you don't ask me questions that you have, there's no way you're going to get the answers. You've got to participate. You've got to ask the scary questions. You've got to ask the questions that you think are stupid, because quite honestly, there is no stupid question. You have a question, you need an answer to it. I've taken Radio Shack's logo back from the 90s. You know, Radio Shack used to say in their commercials, "You've got questions, we've got answers." I used to be a Radio Shack manager back in the day in Baltimore. But if you don't ask the questions, you will get no answers. So I want you to check out the two links that I have. Either go to vobizpro.com or go to grindanddon'tquit.com. I already put the links in the chat section there. So Green Shadow says landing page is coming sooner. Awesome. Awesome. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here this early Monday morning with me. And I appreciate you. If you like this content, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do that and tick the bell notification so that you know when I go live. And for all of you hardcore grind and don't quit fans out there, please share this video somewhere on social media today, if you would. Thank you so much. And I'll see all you guys next time. Have a great day.